Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The festivals and the special occasions are a good opportunity for the unity of the Egyptians and shows the participation and how the Egyptians love each other and also boosts the social bond between the Egyptians. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Dr. Maha Mahgoub, Human Development Expert. Good morning.
Morning.
Dr. Mahgoub, the festivals and the feasts are special occasions that bonds the Egyptian with each other and is an example of unity between the Egyptians and each other. And actually, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have visited the Nativity of Christ Cathedral at the new administrative capital on Saturday night, and the President was welcomed, and he was always keen on attending this feast of the Christmas occasion. So tell us about your insight concerning the President's keenness on attending the prayers on the occasion of Christmas on the 6th of January of every year after year.
Yes, good morning. Yes, President Sisi just congratulated Egyptians on the Christmas during the visit of the Cathedral of Nativity of Christ, in which in the new administrative capital. Of course, President Sisi wished the whole world peace and security. It's worth to mention that the President's annual participation in Christmas celebration has become a tradition that the President followed by attending the Christmas Mass. And the constant emphasis on the unity of Egyptians as the most important message sent to the world. Adding to that, all Egyptians are the heart of the one man, and this has been constant through the history, and the national cohesion will not be able to any entity that imperiled them.
Yes, so Dr. Mahgoub, what were the major highlights? Could you highlight the major important words during the address of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi during his attending of the prayers in the cathedral, and especially that the President have urged the Egyptians to stay always united and told them not to be afraid of any challenges as long as they are always one hand.
Yes, yes, of course. In short speech, President Sisi wished the whole world peace and security, and he added that our love for each other must continue without discrimination. This must be ingrained in our souls and in all generations, that we are one. As well, President Sisi noted that people in Egypt are worried, and this is justified. However, the President mentioned that please don't be afraid, firstly, because we have faith in God, and secondly, because we are taking good steps, even if we were suffering a little bit.
Yes.
And as well, he added that the world will change due to the Ukrainian Russian war. Everything will change, especially economically, which will reflect in Egyptian economy, of course.
Yes, so Dr. Mahgoub, also the President stressed on the importance of the sharing and the participation during that takes place between the Egyptians during the occasion of the feasts. How do you see the occasion of the feast as a good opportunity for boosting the social bonds between the Egyptians?
Yes, of course, the social bonds, the Muslim and Christians are feeling unity among them and bring joy in their heart, as well our statement in general joy of greater effect on previous joy, and so on. Holidays are important to consolidate the sense of social relationship In welcoming the feast, social relationships are strengthened, and is one usual program. The feast is returned to the person of society. So among the well-known customs and traditions on this occasion are visiting gifts and exchanging congratulations and blessings.
Yes, the president also greeted and prayed also for the Egyptians abroad, and the president have sent before he attended the prayers of the cathedral on Saturday night. The president have sent the Egyptians abroad, the expatriates, the greetings of the president and of the whole Egyptians and the ministers greeting them on the occasion of the feast. How do you see also the importance of this?
Yes, of course. Egypt has realized that the Muslims and Christians lived in the brotherhood, in the shadow of the secure society, and does not contain racism or sectarianism, and that they share the national unity and with solid foundations. And there is no difference between them in constitution. Accordingly, this is an important message which has been sent by the presidency to the whole world.
Yes, so Dr. Mahgoub, we saw on the screen Saturday night how the Christians have, or the Orthodox Christians have welcomed and was warmly, the president was warmly welcomed by the Christians attending the prayers in the cathedral in the new administrative capital. They were so happy, and this is, the president is always keen to attend the Christmas prayers on the night of the feast year by year, not any single year that the president have missed this occasion.
Yes, since 2016, President Sisi just emphasized that to present all celebrations for the Christian feast, and this it's worth to mention that it's a good point from his side, and the participation. It's worth to mention that the president's annual participation in Christmas celebration has become a tradition that the president followed by attending the Christmas Mass, and the constant emphasis on the unity of Egyptians as as the most important message sent to the whole world.
Yes, so also we would like to tell us about the message that was sent to the Egyptians as the president was greeting them, and the message that is sent behind the president's visit or attending the prayers of the feast with the Orthodox, sent to the whole world, and also the message, the direct message that was sent to the world from the address by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi.
Yes, of course. The message sent to the whole world and to Egyptian people that all people are together in and they are united together, and Muslims together with Christians lives in true brotherhood. And in the shadow of secure society that does not contain racism, and that they share national unity with solid foundation, of course, and there is no difference between them in the constitution. All of them are living equally in Egypt. There is no difference between Muslims and Christians at all. And the most important proof of this, that sharing the feast together with both Muslims and Christian people.
Yes, also Dr. Mahgoub, the attending of the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi during the prayers of the feast and the unity that the feast shows between among Egyptians, whether Muslims or whether Christians. What does this show of the security and stability that Egypt enjoys?
Yes, of course. Nowadays we are living in a secured country. National unity is considered the base of the stability and development of the state, and its foundation on which sound national construction is based. From here, the national unity requires the necessity of coexistence with the framework of tolerance and responsible freedom. Of course, between these formations and groups, regardless their nature and the loyalties they represent. This framework of tolerance means renouncing violence, respecting privacy, national identity, and national affiliation. And what it represented the supremacy and the priorities that precedes all other loyalties and affiliations in the state.
Yes, Dr. Mahgoub, also what are the manifestations of the traditions that the Egyptians follow during the feast time or occasion of the feast, the way and the traditions and the special meals they eat during the feasts?
Yes, here in Egypt we have common traditions which is shared between Muslims and brothers. For example, during the month of Ramadan, Christian people share the fasting between Muslims, and they can eat together, and some of them they can fast together as well. Here in Egypt we share the joy and between the both religions, celebrations, and feeling of unity among them, and bring the joy to their heart. Just as their statement that the general joy has a greater effect than the private joy, and of course that's not shared with others. Here in Egypt, both Muslim and Christians are sharing each other holidays.
Yes, and also yesterday also all the Orthodox, the Christians were eating also the kahk or the cookies, same as the Muslims. Muslims and Christians share the same food with each other. I thank you very much for your time and for your valuable information. Happy New Year, Dr. Maha Mahgoub, Human Development Expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. And with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Breakfast Show. I was in the company of my colleague Nermeen Abdurrahman. I thank our director Hadia Osman. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.